Hey, what's going on, man? Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's the PN Lifestyle Podcast channel. You know what I'm saying? We here with a special edition of the podcast show, man. We do a lot of talking in here. We do a lot of things like that. But we never really got into the shop talk. And this is gonna be my first edition of having this type of conversations on my show. I've been on many shows with, we have the barbershop discussion, barbershop talk, but this is the shop boys themselves, you know what I mean? People that are in the shop every day and having these type conversations with people. So, it's coming straight from the people that's behind the chairs, the therapists themselves. You know what I'm saying? The barbers. We really make this thing move, man. And I got a real special guest on there. If you don't know about him right now, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna find out by the end of this. 2 rows of the building. A barber out here in Frisco, Texas right now. So I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer, man. We're gonna get into it and we're gonna have a great discussion and answer all of the questions that y'all have, you know what I'm saying, about the whole barbering thing. So tap in, man. So coming next to the show, man, I want to introduce my guy, 2 row to the show, man. What's going on with you, Brody?
What's going on, baby? We here, baby.
Yes, sir, man.
Where
How you been?
everything happens out here, you know?
Yes, sir, man. So I'm glad to have you a part of this whole thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I see you right now. You're in the building itself,
Yes,
representing.
sir.
Your shop looks good, man. I must say that
Thank
first
you,
of
man.
all.
Appreciate being on your show, man. I know we talked about this a few weeks ago, you know, back and forth, and hey, we made it happen.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the chair now, you know?
I'm glad to have you on, man. It's crazy because the barber game is it's evolved from the old school way of different things like that and stuff like that. So we're here to talk about it today. But before we get into it, man, I want to have you introduce yourself, what you go by, and what they can find you on your channels and things like that.
Yeah, for sure, most definitely, man. My name is Arturo Barona, and I go by 2 Row the Barber. Simple as that. Now, a lot of people can't really say my name, so I shortened it up to 2 Row. So that's why I go by 2 Row the Barber. And I've been cutting hair professionally 27 since 2017. But prior to that,
Okay.
we started, as a kid in the garage, at the house, like 12, 13 years old, teenager. Now we just hit 40 years old. I'm 40 years old now, so I've been chopping it up for a minute, learning as I gone through the years.
Okay.
And
And are
I'm
you
from
originally
Dallas,
from Dallas?
Texas. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
from
Okay.
Dallas, Texas, bro. North Dallas area. And
Oh, Dallas.
moved to Plano in the like late '90s, and then just been up here on the North Texas side of things.
Way north, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice up here, man. When I first moved from California, I moved to North Dallas. I was off of Skillman and Adelia, that
Oh
area.
yeah, that's my old neighborhood. Yeah, that's my
Yeah, you
old.
already know.
North Dallas, baby. They call
Hey,
it North
yeah,
Dallas now.
the nutty North, the nutty North. So if you know, you know, right?
Naughty North, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir, man. So, with that being said, Dallas, Texas, you a Cowboy fan, right?
100%, baby. Since the
You rep
'90s.
you rep everything Dallas,
Yeah, man. For the most
Rangers,
part, whenever I'm going, yeah, wherever I'm at, I got something on.
Mavericks.
Mavericks. I'm more into the football than I am the other sports, but yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. If I'm repping Rangers, Mavs, Stars, and
Hey, man,
Cowboys, of
I'm
course.
waiting for the Stars to do something, man. They coming close.
Yeah,
Coming
I always
close.
hear about it, man. Like especially with the clients that sit in my chair, bro. They talk about that's how they keep me in the loop. You know,
Okay.
I, yeah, I don't really stay on top of it like that because we're constantly out here grinding, but the clients is the ones that put me in game. And sometimes when I don't know anything, I tell them, "Man, who's that, bro? I don't want to sound like like I just found out."
Trying to put you up
But
on game.
yeah, put me on game. That's what it's all about. I put them on game with their haircuts. They put me on game with the, what's going on outside, and that's how I can stay on top of what I do.
As you should, man. Do you cut any Cowboys
Nah,
currently?
bro, I haven't cut any athletes or anything like that.
Okay.
That's kind of on the list. I guess as when you become a barber and working at a barbershop, you'll get some. I have cut though. Man, I'll take it back, bro. I have cut some athletes, but not like Cowboys. It's the cats that I cut. They were going to the combine out here in Frisco area, and
What
two of
year
them
was this?
made it in, and but I mean, they get their own barber later down the road.
Hmm. Because one of
I
my
have.
players I cut at the Nike Combine, man. One of my boy Michael Fletcher. Shout out to Michael Fletcher, man. He used to play for Oregon, and he did a lot of association with some like kids coming up, and he did the Nike. It was a Nike Combine they had out here, and he put me up on game, bro. So I don't know if you watched the game yesterday, the Panthers game, when it was like a couple of seconds left on there, and
Nah.
the quarterback was scrambled and he got hit by Ransom. Ransom, I used to cut Ransom. He's from Tucson, Arizona, man. I cut him. And it was a couple of Cowboys that used to come in there when I first started barbering in the game. They came in
That's
and
tough. That's tough.
we did some cuts in there with them. They came in, chopped it up, and just really really chilled with us, man. But as of yet, I haven't been, or lately I haven't been cutting anybody. Like
How's that feeling though? Like cutting like an I would say like athlete, professional athlete. How is it like cutting compared to like, I got a 9 to 5 job.
I mean, when you're cutting like an athlete, bro, it's like you have the ones that come in and try to like use it to cut the line in the shop. So you might have some walk-in traditional shops, you know what I'm saying, with people, multiple barbers and things like that. And you would have some pop in and be like, "Hey man, so who can cut me right now?" And it's like, bro, we have a whole lobby full of people. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just single you out and what I mean, do so. But it's cool, man. It's no different than cutting somebody else. It's just that their level of how much money they have is just a little bit more than anybody else's. But
Are they
I've
are they
had, huh?
are they more picky than they or not picky, but like their requests are like, hey man, because I gotta be out of here in 10 minutes. Can you do a full haircut?
Nah, for the most part, what I mean. They the same, man. Like I said, you probably get the person that's just like wanting to cut the line, walking in like I'm so and so and so and so. Who's the best barber in here?
Mm.
And that'll cause conflict. Like who
Oh
the
yeah,
best one in here? And it's like, you got to say the thing. Hey man, we all good. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
If
yeah,
you're a
for sure.
team and if you in the shop, you're gonna represent like we all up in here doing it. Like
Hmm.
we trying to make each other better. But
Hmm.
um, I've had I've cut a lot of athletes. Right? I've probably had a regular customer, that client. I ain't gonna say regular client that is a well set off. You know what I'm saying? Doing his own business and tip me better than the athlete.
100%.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, um, I was taught to teach everybody, treat everybody the same when they walk through the door. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you're
Yes,
gonna get
sir.
the same amount of respect, same amount of
Exactly.
everything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I enjoy what I do, because you do experience that, right? You experience somebody that barely got a job, finished
mhm,
college, your school, and they got a high school job, and then you got the entrepreneur that got multiple businesses, you know, and it's just the conversations are different. I think, um, you got some of them that tell you where they're going, and some of them where they've been and how
yeah,
they move, and that's what I've been learning, especially cutting in this area where I'm at now. Because compared to like where I grew up, it was a little bit different conversations. They move different too, and I get to enjoy the ride and go along. I'll go with them.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I've had professional athletes come sit in my chair that was golfers and didn't even know. And when he
Mm.
came in, what I mean, he's looking different. You think he was somebody off the street that rap.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I'm like, okay. And come to find out, he was a professional golfer, man. Gave me a Bose speaker system because my
Nice.
charger wasn't there one day. He was like, "Hey, say, hey, go to the car and get that speaker for me." So I'm thinking he going to get a little, man. He went out there and gave me a Bose system, bro. I was like, "Hey, man,
He
plug this
gave
in
you
the
a whole
shop that way."
setup.
Yeah. He was like, you listen to the music I listen to, and right now your battery charger out. So I still want to listen to the music while I'm getting my cut.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And then we've had somebody come in there and give us a Sonos system for the shop. I'm
Ooh,
talking about
yeah.
like $1,000 system
Yeah.
plus for the shop. Yeah, and just left it. You know what I mean? Like, here, this for the shop.
Yeah.
It was good. So
He's
I'm
like,
about to ask you,
you
man.
better be playing some music when I come in next time, bro.
We had got complaints from the property manager, like the people next door. He's like,
Oh
y'all got a subsystem, bass system in here, man. It was subbing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was
yeah.
cracking. So, what made you get into the barber game, bro?
Man, just my my parents. finally getting a house and leaving the area where we grew up. But
Hmm.
my dad couldn't afford to take us to the shop no more, so he took matters in his own hands and started cutting us up. Me being in a new area, me being creative, I didn't like it, but so I had to do something about it, and I
Yeah,
fixed my haircut. What I thought I fixed it right,
yeah.
and that's what got me going. That's what I'm saying. I started when I was probably like,
Wait,
I don't
did you
know,
fix it? He said, I
nah,
thought I fixed it.
nah, bro, because like I mean, it was a good haircut, but back then everything was good because we didn't have what we have now, right? We didn't have, uh, videos of how to fade and all that. All that was just all visual, man. It was all visual and
Yeah.
natural. Like I said, I'm creative. I'm an artist, bro. Like I've been drawing since I was a kid, bro. And I can stand on that because I have been drawing as a kid. I draw
Mhm.
better, like I stopped drawing, but you know, but that's how I started, bro. As a young kiddo, just imagining, like going from a fading technique was like going from dark to light. I got to blend it in somehow. The top we used gel back in the day, so we just kind of like spike it up. So we didn't
Is it
really care. I didn't know how to use the shears. So like
okay?
that's what got me going though, man. And I enjoyed it. At the beginning, I really didn't want to cut because it was technical, bro. I didn't understand it. And then people start, knocking at my door like, "Hey, bro, I heard you can cut, man. You cut, homeboy." And I was like, "Oh man, that wasn't even a real haircut, bro. Well, give me that." And I was like, "All right." So, then you're then you're known
He
as the
said,
kid that
"Give
knows
me
how to
what you
cut.
gave him."
Yeah, give me what you give. Like I said, there was no like I don't know example of fresh haircuts at least in my area, bro. Like we will see it in other neighborhoods. Like you had to go to Oak Cliff to Dallas to get the fresh haircuts. Um, you had to be in Cali or New York or something like that, or up north to get that sauce. Because the haircuts have changed a lot, bro. They evolved a lot compared to where we at now compared to the '90s. So I'm glad I been part of all of it, man.
I
I
think
got
that's
into it.
what it
I got into it before it was popular. You know,
barbering.
yeah,
Yeah, it did like take a spike.
yeah. I got into it. I was doing haircuts for free for the longest until my wife was like, "Hey, you just can't be having all these people in our house and not charging nobody." So I started charging people $3, $5 at least to
And what
uh,
year was this? When you was
man,
just
this
a
was
truck?
like early 2005, bro.
Okay, okay.
2003,
I about
yeah.
to say, dang, you charging, man. You hooking them up for
Yeah. I
real.
was still cuz I was still young. I was probably like my 18, 19 years old maybe. I was so young.
Okay.
But I didn't think I was going to cut hair, bro. I thought it was just more like a little side hustle for me, you know.
I
And
did the
then
same thing.
life
Like,
happened and I was like, "Hey man, let me see how this work out." And I'm glad I did, man. I'm glad I did cuz I got my own personal private studio, the
you
way
love
I
it, don't
want it.
you?
The way I want it. Come in when I
Yeah.
want, leave when I want, cut who I
Clean
want,
as
charge
you
what I
want.
want. But
Mm-hmm.
all of that took time though, bro. It didn't just happen. I had to be hard on myself. I had to be strict with the goals that I had. I just didn't want to become a barber that can cut
Yeah.
hair. Anybody can cut your hair, but can somebody take care of you when you sit in the chair and you tell them, "Hey man, this is what I want for my haircut. I got, a wedding or a job interview or whatever." What I'm saying? Can you give them that vision with just words without them showing you a phone or a picture? And that's what I became. I became that barber that can take care of them, because I took myself to get further education on how to properly cut hair, and
And
understand how hair works.
and people don't understand like how long it takes to become a barber, bro. It takes you put
Hmm.
in more hours to become a barber than you do a police officer.
Oh, 100%, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh,
that's a lot more dedication, fam.
It was 1,500 hours. Now they're shorting it up to 1,000 hours.
I thought it was 9, right? So it's
Yeah,
1,000.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
not.
I almost got some shirts when I first came out that said the hours just on there. They would have made
Yeah.
it look like a would have made it look like some gang stuff, but it was straight barber stuff. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
Cali and Texas are the only ones that require like 1,500 hours. Well, at the time, I don't know about now. And
Yeah, we were one
some
of
other
setting the
states, I
standards.
think, and those other states, I think it was less, bro.
Cause my son, he when he did barber college out there, he did about the same amount. Well, he did it in a short amount of time. He came straight out of high school and did it. I was doing it out here. I was working and doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was a challenge within itself. But
Getting that,
a lot of
getting that.
people don't understand that, man. I'm 1600 is just not like
Yeah.
them hours you put in is just not like going in there and cutting hair the whole time. You really got to get in the books, bro. You know what I mean?
In the grand scheme of things, it's not like crazy amount of time, but yeah, man. Let's say for example, like me, I had my, I had my a job, and then once I got off of work, and then my family, I had to go to school, and that's another 40 hour, 30, 40 hour a week, on top of my already 40, 60 hour week,
Yeah.
So we were struggling. It took me longer than expected to finish barber school, but I finished and I got licensed, and I felt really really proud about it, man, because
There we go.
I didn't graduate high school. I dropped out, bro, because school wasn't for me, bro. I wasn't good with books, I wasn't good with the books, so I chose a different route. And then when I went to barber school, I was like, damn, man, I gotta study. Like, dang.
Yeah.
But it was something that I want to do, so I kept on locking in and telling myself, hey, you want to be a barber? You want to go back to where you was, back out there,
You got to put that
working?
time in. Yeah.
All right, let's finish this. You know.
Because I had just had a baby. I had just moved into a house. I
Mm,
was I was working and I was customer service trainer for Bye Bye Baby years,
okay.
right? But at the same time, now I'm working. I'm getting off of there and going to do the night shift to go to school.
Mm,
And they messed around and fired me, bro. So what happened too? They didn't give me a raise. What they was doing was giving me the money, but wasn't giving me the title because you had so many people that had college degrees, and they
mm-hmm,
was like, well, if we don't want to put you up, and then you had these people with degrees that's over, you know what I mean? So I excelled. I passed them up. Started
mm,
doing like the customer service stuff, but I'm going to school at night, and the district manager, she was like the area manager. She was like I had to get clearance from her to go to barber school, bro. And she was like, nah, if you go to
yeah,
barber school, you're not going to be working here. And I'm like, yes, I am. I'm just going to get the certification just to have it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Her attitude changed towards me. And then
Mm,
that shined more light on why I should do it.
pursuit. Yeah,
Yeah, because now I'm dealing with
yeah.
somebody
They
that can
didn't
fire
want
me
you
at
to do
any time.
better. They didn't want you to
Yeah.
do better yourself. Yeah.
And now, guess what? The company's out of business.
Wow.
Both of them, Bed Bath & Beyond and Bye Bye Baby, out of business. When they fired me, they had moved me to Frisco. That's how I came to Frisco. It was a barbershop right down the street from where I was working at. My uncle was working there.
Okay.
So that was the first barbershop I went to, Lynn's Barbershop. It was a barbershop and a beauty supply in the same one.
Mm.
So what happened was when they fired me, they didn't give me my raise, so they had to retro pay me.
Oh
So
well.
I get a big chunk, right?
Yeah.
And then one of my homeboys, Jerry, shout out to Jerry, man. He been on the show too, man. We went to
Hey.
Jay, we went to barber school nighttime. We both seen each other on the night shift. Well, he's in there in the morning time. When I get fired, I go straight to work. I mean, straight to school. Like, forget it. This is where I'm at. He at the lunch table. I'm at the lunch table. And we see each other like, hey, bro, what you doing here? I mean, I just got fired. I'm like, me too. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, well, look, bro, let's do this. Let's come in first thing in the morning and be the last ones to leave. We
Yeah, for
locked in.
sure.
Yeah.
And
Locked in, bro.
that's how it has to be sometimes, like you have to you have to continue the path no matter what comes your way, right? Like let's say for example you get fired or something happens, bro, or you drop out of school. You have to figure it out, man. Especially when like me, I became a parent. Me and my wife became parents at a young age, so
Mhm.
I had to figure it out. All I knew was work because I saw it from my parents. So shout out to them for showing us that. So we want to work, bro. We want to work, and my dreams or whatever I had in my mind. I wanted to possibly be even a tattoo artist. So
Mhm.
'cause I used to draw, but I had to
I
put
used
that to the side, bro.
I used to do tats.
Yeah, I put that to the side because I was like, it wasn't paying me, and I didn't know the right crowd. But
Mhm.
people kept on coming back and knocking on my door for a haircut, bro.
Yeah.
And finally, I just kind of gave in, and I was like, "All right, what's it gonna require? I need better tools because I only have one clipper, bro, one clipper." And then, people were complaining that it was pulling their hair and it was hot, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have no lineup, no trimmers. I couldn't line nobody up. It was ugly haircut. I wish I would have had like a phone or a camera to take pictures of this stuff. I don't have
Yeah.
no evidence
Nothing.
that none of that, bro. That's the only thing I do kind of like, ah, man, I wish I would have done that. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't know I was going to become a barber, bro. I just I kind of stumbled upon it, and people wanted the haircuts and I wanted a different lifestyle, I was tired of working for somebody. The work that you put in here is what it shows, bro. It rewards you.
Dedication.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, that's what I need to do. And
Yeah,
I have, man.
it's only 80, it's 85% of the barbers that finish the school
Hmm.
just to completing the hours
Hmm.
don't even go take the test, don't even make it. And
Hmm.
then it's another small percentage of the people that stay in it over 5 years. We are that small percentage of people, you know what I'm
That
saying,
made, yeah.
that have made it or and turned it into what we turned it into. You know what I mean? So people don't know right now, like you and I, and we in the same building. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Oh yeah.
You on the south side of the building, I'm on the north side of the building. And you can see the work, like your
Yeah.
studio. Your studio is off the chain. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
If you
bro.
ever get a chance to check him out, man, he is 9200 Lebanon Road. We both there. And if you come in and make it right, you'll see him right there on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Awesome studio, man. Awesome cuts too. So
Appreciate it,
um
man. You already know, man. Mi casa is su casa. I like your studio too. I went to your studio the other day, and I was like, "Damn, this
yeah,
is playing in here." It's what's cool about these little studios, private studios. It gives you a little bit of who the barber is, the person is. If
personality into your
yeah,
room.
the personality in it. If it's the way it's set up nice, that means you gonna get a fresh haircut, bro, because that person took his time to do that, right? It's creative, it's the creative mind, right? And
Yeah.
that's what we translate to the haircuts, bro. Other, you know, I think all the extra stuff is just is beautiful, bro. It's like, yeah,
And
what's
shout
up,
out to
man?
everybody up there, man. Like that's some nice suites up there. Shout out to Donna and Magic.
Oh
They
yeah,
really put together a nice, you know what I mean,
environment.
look. Yeah,
Yeah,
the environment is awesome, bro.
yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
here has dope studios and stuff. I'm like, dang, okay, I gotta do a little bit of me in here.
Yeah, man. So what do you think about today's people, man, from your perspective, bro? Like, what do you think about your point of view of them saying because a barber gets a ring light, all of a sudden the
Oh,
prices go up?
oh man, yeah,
Tell
yeah,
them.
yeah. That's the meme I get from my custos. They be like, man, my boy Turo done got a little. I'm like, mine's no ring light, mine's a professional camera lighting, but we ain't gonna talk about
Yeah,
that. Nah,
they
but
be saying that. That's crazy.
it did change the game. The reason it became a thing is because like you need lighting, so whenever you're capturing a photo or a video, you
Mhm.
need to be able to detail, right? In a
Yeah,
room where it's kind of like low dim, you ain't gonna be able to see the detail. It's like you gotta attract clients. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fill up your books. But I do feel it's sometimes that we got excessive with it, because I did have ring lights for a moment, but then I was like, nah, I just don't want to be like another shop. So let me go
yeah.
ahead and look into it more. So I got into, like professional cameras, professional lighting, and that's what I got right now in my studio. I got lights with the softbox on it, so it looks more professional. And then I got some nice quality cameras. Right now I'm just using my phone. That's the best thing. If you got your phone, just run with it, man. You know.
Hmm. I
But
mean, 'cause they don't understand what really goes into it, man. Like, how much you would just estimate, just to let the people know that we're not playing around, and why haircuts, not even just the style of the cut or the skill of the barber, but the tools, bro, that we use. It's
the
really not
investment,
that cheap.
yeah, the investment in a whatever, it could be a studio, it could be your house, it could be a shop. Man, it ranges from $1,000 to $10,000. It's just with the money that you comes in, you got to put it back into your business if you want to be that barber for you to grow and level up. Because there's levels to this, man. The money you can come in and spend it that day, and you can look fresh, with the fresh clothes, shoes, and all that, and jewelry. But if you don't invest it in other tools, then how you want to expect to attract that type of clientele too?
Yeah.
that type of I guess I would say bracket, you know, the tax bracket money, you know, clientele. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. I mean, like I invested a lot of my money into the studio, and that's why whenever people come in here, they're like, "Damn, it's pretty dope in here." I was like, "Yeah, thank you." You know,
And we spending a lot of time in there every day too, bro. So it's got to
yeah,
be comfortable. It's got to
I gotta be.
reflect like a piece of your
It's my
house.
second
Like,
home. I spend more time here than I do at home sometimes. You know.
yeah, I mean, like that's my second home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So
yeah. So like, um,
it,
people
it,
don't
it,
understand that
yeah, I want to be comfortable, so I'm gonna make it comfortable for you too. You know.
that part. That
Yeah.
part. I like to have it smelling good in there.
Hmm.
TVs, watching whatever they want to watch. You know what I'm saying? And having a good environment.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand like the prices of material go up. Your
Oh yeah.
sprays, your
Yeah.
disinfectants, and alcohol. I remember
Clippers.
alcohol bottles used to be like you can get them for $4. Then they went up
Hmm.
to 50 cents, 75%. Now they're like $1.50 to $5 just for the
Oh yeah.
alcohol themselves. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? The cool care and the stuff that we use to clean the clippers with. I'm,
Sanitation. Yeah.
yeah, sanitizer, $7.99 to $10. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's consistently going up throughout the years. Our prices, they look at it that they're supposed to maintain like 90s prices.
Mhm.
80, 2000, early 2000, like the $10 haircut.
Everything went up. You
That-
know, everything went up. So I mean, like that leaves somebody like ourselves no choice but to go up with the times, right? But
yeah,
I get it. I do get it, man. Like, yeah, some haircuts shouldn't cost that much, but also it's up to the customers. I feel like customers' responsibility to do their homework. Like me, I like tattoos. I'm not just gonna go to somebody that just learned how to do tattoos, get it something messed up. If you want
yeah.
to pay for, if you want to pay for quality, you want to do your research and find that top notch artist. You know,
Hmm.
same thing with the barbers. Like I feel like, hey, you're the one that clicked on the link to sit there. You know, you saw the price, and then you can't just complain about it or whatnot. Or if you go to a barbershop that you don't know, then it's different, right? But do your research, man. As a client, I would say I would advise, see how they carry themselves, see if they're punctual with their appointment times, see if they're even learning extra to as a barber, not just cutting your hair and you're becoming a like a production line, just a number, like, oh, just a haircut. All right, next.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
barbers want to get to know the clients. They would like to have a conversation. Some don't. Some just there for the cut. I get that. But I would say that to a client, if you're watching this, hey man, just do a little bit of your research of what your style is. I wouldn't go to a barber that doesn't know how to use scissors and all he does is fades. I would just go to a barber that does fades if I want a good fade, or
fade.
something like
Yeah,
that. Like I said, I'm referencing a lot of stuff to art because that's how I would do. If you want traditional tattoo, you will go to a traditional tattoo artist. If you want realism, you will go to a realism tattoo. If you want somebody that does like Japanese work, you will go to a tattoo artist that does that. That way, you get the best outcome
yeah.
instead of like, damn man, I spent $100 on this haircut and it wasn't even worth it. Like, bro, maybe you went to maybe you just needed a simple lineup and quick taper. You went to a person that does shear work, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
because a lot of the clients don't even be understanding, man. I'll have some of these young dudes come in here, man, and ask me for three different haircuts in one,
oh
and I'm like,
yeah.
"Hey, where did you hear that at?" Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
just heard somebody say that. I'm like, so
Uh-huh.
why would you go back and repeat that, homie? It's not even what you you don't even know what you're talking about. You know
You
what I'm
didn't even
saying?
want, yeah. Explain to
Yeah,
me what
throwing out
explain to me.
numbers.
Yeah, explain it to me. Yeah, yeah. Like a lot. One of them is probably the one you talking about. Is probably like a blowout taper. You know what I'm saying? Or a low I had this one kid say, "Can I get a low drop blowout taper?" And I was like, "What?
Yeah.
So you want like 2, 3 haircuts all into one?" Like,
Let me
okay,
let
I
me
mean,
get a low, medium, high fade. Like what?
yeah.
Medium, high, low taper,
You're like, hold
but
up,
none off the
man.
side. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
You
what?
really gonna put me to work, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's that
get
time.
that.
You know what? It's a lot of dudes that's coming in the game right now, man. I think it's becoming more like being a barber is kind of like being a rapper almost. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like being a you know what I'm saying? It's like it's different.
Yeah.
It's trendy.
It's
And
trendy.
a lot of people are coming into it and not respecting the game. And they shooting out with the $100 haircuts, 150. It's like, bro,
Yeah,
you're a novice. You just came into the game. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
Got to pay your dues a little bit, you know.
a little bit,
Yeah,
yeah. Put in some work, man.
you pay your dues, you know. People before me, like other barbers that paved the way, a shout out to them because in our neighborhood there was not a lot of people that can cut, you know, Mexican like fades and shit. We had to go to black people barbershops to go get haircuts, get lined up, and we'll go back to the hood and they'll be like, "Damn, that's a clean haircut. Where'd you go?" I'm like, "Oh man, we went down the street, man. Homies down." I'm like, "Okay." So then we learn, right? We
Mhm.
learn from their techniques how to fade, and we took that to our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
And then applied it, right?
So you know, shout out to all them barbers out there that paved the way for the rest of us to be where we at right now. You know, especially like I said, like the black barbers, the black community, bro. That's what kept this thing alive. If it wasn't for them, bro, like man, barbering would probably be a little bit different, be more scissor work. You know?
Yeah, I seen that. I seen a guy that was starting like black barbers way back in the day.
Yeah.
And you know, it has progress, bro. Because if you think about when the fade came in, like I like to tell people when the ball fade really took place is when you can see Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel Air. You can see gradually see it
Mm.
if you start watching the first episodes.
Yeah.
He just had a blunt cut. All this right here would be bald, and it just went there. Even with
It
the
was
kid who played
heavy. It was
house
heavy.
party,
Yeah.
no fade, and then you can
Okay.
gradually start seeing it. Because I didn't even know what a half a guard was until I went to barber school.
Oh wow.
I would see it
They
in
didn't
the
make it
barber
back
box.
then though. I think.
Mhm.
I don't think they made the half guards back in the day, or the 1.5. Sorry, the 1.5.
They didn't have the 1.5 and the .5,
They didn't
but
have it.
I would see the little green one that would come in the walls box. I used to cut
Yeah,
with the Walmart clippers, like, "Go give me some," and I would leave them over girls' house all the time. I'd go get some
yeah.
clippers, leave a little $10 one, go back to Walmart, give me some more. They would have that little thing, and I was like, "I don't know what this little guard is." I would never use it,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Because I was adjusting it just to flick it and, you know what I mean, get the fade in that way, so
Now
it was a little bit
you
different.
remember the other blades that came with this, the ones that were kind of like slanted for the taper.
Yeah, over the ear, the left and right.
Nah, I threw those away. Like, and that's what I'm saying. It's like you had to be visual and good at what you were doing, right? You had to be that barber, bro. Like, you know, you will go in, shape it up, clean it up, boom, boom, light touches, and boom. I've seen some videos now, barbers, they just be rough with it. I'm like, damn, like, yeah, if I'm sitting there, I'll be like, yo, my man, like, dang, you know? And but it has evolved a lot, bro. You know, like I'm always gonna be who I am. I'm gonna be real, and I do kind of like that has changed a little bit because we do get exposure, you know, a little bit more compared to back in the day. Back in the day, it was just kind of like word of mouth, you know. They're
Yeah,
like, oh, go see, you know, Turo over there, boom, boom, boom. Now you can show it a little bit more. So I do I do respect that in that aspect of, you know, social media and stuff like that. You know, like, you know, I started with like somebody just bringing a ring light at the shop.
Hey, man, like, I be seeing all kind of stuff, man. I be like, somebody got to speak on barbers, bro. Because right now, if we keep on letting it go down that way, you know, if they keep on giving dirty game to the game, we gonna fall off, man. We got the good barbers got to stand up and start speaking up on
Yeah,
it. And
but
these
then
young
then you got the young crowds. You know, ain't no
trash.
disrespect to the youngsters, man, right? But because I respect the youngsters because it keeps me on my toes as well, too, right? But then they're gonna be
Mhm.
like, "Damn, here go Unc again. Here go old head talking. Here go school
They call
talking all that
they
noise."
fuck
You
already.
know, I'm like, bro, like you gonna get there too, homie. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get there too,
You
homie.
gonna hey, my OG at the other shop used to say, "Live to get my age," and say, "Live to get my age." You gonna see.
You gonna see? Yeah, yeah. You gonna see,
Hey
bro.
man, so did you see the dude that pulled the gun out on the barber in the barber shop in front of the kids?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That was
Have you ever came in like had any issues with client, or did you
nah,
just boom?
not like that, bro. Only in barber school, a parent wanted to fight a barber, but that was different, you know. But I never seen no altercation like that. That's heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
That's
know,
crazy. That was
like
dangerous, man, for the kids to even be in there, and for you to just even not even respect that the children was there, bro. Like, and it wasn't even that serious, man. Like,
It's
that
gonna
was
grow
crazy.
back. It's gonna grow back. This what happened. Long time that I learned from from my older barber. Um, he gave him a haircut, and the guy didn't like it. He said, "All right, cool, don't pay for it, but I'm gonna make it even better." So until it grows out the way, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever you feel like I didn't do right, it's gonna be on me every time you come in until it grows out. And then you can start paying back again.
Yeah.
He made it right. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
client was mad, but once he gave him that option, he's like, all right, cool. So
Yeah. It's called finding a way to say yes. And it's that company I was working for with the customer service with. It's just like people don't like to hear no when they're spending their money. You know what I'm saying? If you can
yeah,
find a way to say yes without, losing your integrity, but at the same time finding a solution to help the customer, then yeah, that's what he did. He found a way to say yes. I've done that.
yeah,
And I still have a client to this day. And it wasn't even something that happened. What happened was the kid was playing football, he was sweating, and it
mm,
caused a little irritation right here. And when he came in, she's like, "Well, he bumped up." I was like, "Is it football season?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "That's what it is." She said, "Those are heat bump." You know what I'm saying? Then took him to the dermatologist. She was like, "No, that's not from any clippers or anything like that." But in the meanwhile, while he was going through his treatment, I comped all his cuts
yeah,
just to let her know, like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm in this with you. When you find out, let me know what was going on and see if it was something on my end." You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And still rocking with me today.
Exactly, man. You had to make it right. I did work prior to Barber. I had a jobs of just working, and then the last job I had that dealt with a lot of customer service, and this was like people spending money, so it
Yeah.
was constantly people upset on the phone, cussing you out and all that. So and you had to keep it cool, bro. You had to keep it cool, right? You ain't trying to lose your job, but it's how you talk to them, how you make it right, and then they had
Yeah.
no choice but to be like, all right, well, hey, I appreciate that, but and they're still kind of mad, but they just don't know what else to be mad about, and it's just hang up, and you're like, all right, I did my thing, and I survived another week here at the job, and but you had to make things right, if you don't make it right as a because you're here doing a service, bro, like you gotta understand, like, hey, if the
Yeah.
client doesn't come in, you're not getting paid, bro. You gotta respect that too, you just can't walk around like you the top motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
the top.
It's not another person down the street or somewhere else. Like,
Somebody gonna take that client from you. If you
and
don't stay on your toes.
that type of barber is the kind of ties in with the what you say assembly line barber. The one that's like, let me cut him and get him out. Let me cut him and get him
Hmm.
out. And I take it into passion. I've seen some barbers like, say, oh, that's it. And the dude like, oh, could you do this? And man, and doing, and do the work, but then while the
Yeah.
customer is still looking in the mirror, you're at your phone. Like,
Hmm.
say,
Hmm.
homie, like you can't be on your phone and cutting the hair at the same time, bro.
Nah.
Like I
Or be
don't
on the
even
phone. Remember
answer.
back in the day, they'd be like cutting hair and be on the
Oh yeah.
phone.
And now the line crooked because your eyes crooked.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? And there's old school barbers that don't even have social media. And I always like to tell the new barbers, like, look, man, it's not all about the social media
Mm.
taking you there and trying to
Mm.
find a celebrity. You got to put in the groundwork. Cause I know some barbers that don't even have social media and they pop chairs stay full. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So the beginning of it, however the old school, the techniques will work, but the consistency of the good cuts, customer service, like you said, finding a way to say yes,
Yeah.
that's gonna keep them in the chair, man.
And there's another thing that I talked about it with another little homie that we come here and we have the same. He's a barber and I cut him up. We have the same conversation, same
Mhm.
topics, kind of like what we have right now. And I always tell people like, hey, what he always asks me, what is required to be a good barber and a great barber? I was like, well, good barber can cut hair and all, but a great barber, I think what's more important is not the haircut, it's more the customer service, the relationship with the client, right? You can
Yes.
be a beginner barber and not have the skills, but if you can have that communication with the client and a correct customer service, it puts you better than that good barber with talent. I feel
Yeah.
like, and I learned that along the way, and it took me years to learn that, bro. Because I was the one that nobody wanted to sit in my chair at the shop. I was that guy. I was like, hey man, I'm available, and they'd be like, hell no, I know, I think you're a cousin, bro. Hell no. And they will tell me that straight up, and I wouldn't even get mad, bro. I'll be like, yeah, you're right, all right. So I just wait my turn into somebody, But my customer service was on point because
Yeah.
I greeted them when they came in. I offer them a beverage. I will always, keep the place area nice and clean. And then I will always polite. And then whenever they sit in my chair, I'll be like, hey man, all right, talk to me, man. What's the type of haircut that, your barber gives you? Because I know your barber's
Yeah.
not here today. Let me do the minimum. Let's not get crazy with it. Because if you don't trust me, I don't want to put you in the spot too. So he would tell me, all right, just line it up, light taper, and they will see it and they'll be like, kind of looks kind of clean. Like, just keep going. I like, all right. All I got is nothing but time because I'm not a busy barber. All
Yeah.
I got is nothing but time. It's not like I got 10 clients waiting on me, so I got to hurry up and get them out. Nah, I took my time, you know, a full hour and a half. Sometimes my haircuts used to take 2 hours, bro, back in the day. But the
Hey, you
customer
know what
service
they
on
would
point.
yell? They would yell at my barbershop if they felt that you was doing that. They was like, "Hey, let that man go."
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
they wouldn't even direct it to you. They'll just yell it out. Hey, let that man go. And it's like,
nah, yeah,
okay.
for real, man. Nah, yeah, I would hear all that conversations because like barbers will say that, they were like, "Damn, Turu, what you doing over there, bro?" Like, fuck. But I went through that, but like, just customer service, man. Learn that first. If you're a youngster in the game trying to be a barber, or if you already been in the game and you're trying to figure out why it's not working, it's that customer service, man. Just if your
Yeah,
customer
bro.
service is on point, believe how your books change, bro. And you'd be surprised. You'd be like, dang, all right, And then just start adding your own flair to it, your own touch, your own personal sauce, your seasoning. And that's when
Yeah.
you get good with the techniques. You start moving.
Oh,
How do I go back?
let me see.
My
Hey,
bad, man. Yeah.
are you good? You good? I think that like for me, my customer service is good, but I work with a lot of professionals, like lawyers,
Hmm.
doctors, nurses, you know what I mean, people like that. So when they're expected to be in that seat, they're expected to be in that seat.
At that time.
And at that time, you know what I mean? And I've seen a lot of people lose clients and change their whole game because they're not
Hmm.
respecting somebody else's time. And time is something that we can't get back. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't cheap. And if somebody's coming on their lunch and they know they have 15 minutes to get there and 15 minutes to get back, and then I'm gonna give them a 30-minute cut, I'm gonna make sure that you're walking in that building when you're supposed to be back to your time. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. And that goes
Yeah.
with the haircut prices and stuff like that. When people say, "Oh, well, it's included in that, man," that's the reason I charge what I charge because I know for a fact and I believe in my product that I'm gonna give you that, your time. If I say it's at 11 o'clock, then I'll give you at 11 o'clock, and I'll be done hopefully, if you don't running late or what, even if they're running late, bro, I'll figure it out. But if it's an hour slot, I give them an hour slot. If it's 30 minutes, it's 30 minutes. But
Hmm.
included with the time. Like I usually all my haircut services are an hour because a client might run 5-10 minutes late. Hell, sometimes I got clients that 30 minutes late and I still make it work. But
Yeah.
they already paid for the full hour.
And you
And
you know
hmm
your time period. You
yeah.
know that I'm gonna have a 5 minutes left up here. If
And
if
and I
everything
tell
goes
and I tell
correct,
them,
you got
yeah, I
that
tell them
buffer.
respectfully, hey, don't throw me off because I don't do that to you. Like
That part.
if you can go back and find receipts to be like, damn, Turo's always been late, Turo's always rushing me, Turo's always messing me up, like find that and I'll make it right. But I don't do that. That's why I hold a high, strict policy within myself. I'm disciplined with what I do because it's not just me cutting hair. It's my brand. It's what I leave behind. It's what people recommend to other people. Like, hey,
Yes.
listen, my boy, bro. I'm like, I bet. Boom. I get another chair. I get another client in the chair, and I'm like, how'd you hear about me? Oh man, you come highly recommended. Or man, I was down the street trying to find a barber and I couldn't find him. Or I found one, but he's always late or he's never there. He cancels on me last minute.
Yeah.
That's why I found you. I was like, all right, bet.
It worked out.
Yeah, let's take care of you.
And
And that
speaking of barber prices too high, being too high, it's it a lot of people don't understand that the market value of it to there's a base market value of cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are people that exceed that because of your skill and your talents and things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
Exclusively. You have a private suite. That's more
Mm-hmm.
exclusiveness, VIP. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're going in there, they're gonna get your experience, right?
Yeah.
You're selling an experience at that moment. You're selling that, okay, this how one of your clients pulled up, bro. Let me tell you, he pulled up in the parking lot, had a sports car, and I think he
Yeah.
was playing like Tupac or something.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at him when I'm pulling up, I'm like, nah, I can't be. I'm like, I wonder if he really mean it, is he playing? And got out and chirk, chirk. So when I'm falling in behind him, he going in the suite, I said, okay, he really got that sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we you selling an experience, man. Like, and a lot of people don't understand that. And it took some people that was paying me to come to their location. They was paying some bread to cut like 5 to 7 people.
Mm.
But, the traveling and stuff like that, setting
Yeah.
up, breaking down, being off,
100%.
you cutting without no chair, it puts a strain on your body, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, he told me, he said, "Man, I'm willing to pay the money for the experience. The the
Oh
the
yeah.
the time that I'm gonna be in a chair, I know that I'm gonna get how the cut's gonna look. I know that I'm gonna be clean. You're gonna be on time." It was
Mm.
the experience, and I had to realize that myself later, early in the game, like, hey, I'm selling that experience along with your haircut.
Yeah, I learned that too in the game, but I learned it like me working at a barbershop
Mhm.
and clients telling me like, "Hey man, when you gonna start going on your own, man? You got what it takes, to go solo, to fly solo." And I was like, "Nah, man, I just want to be here in the shower with my boys right now." But then I start, getting into it, and I start watching other people how they cut, how they, how the shop environment is, and I'm like, yeah, it's time. It's time for me
Uh,
to see if I can make it work for myself.
mhm.
And I did, and once I did, man, like, oh man, that boosted my like everything that I work hard for, like it paid off, bro. Because I'm like the support was even stronger. You
Yeah.
know,
From
people,
your clients?
yeah, for my clients, they
Yeah.
start tipping more, they start paying more. So when they start tipping more and whatever, I was like, well, maybe I should raise my prices to be that, kind of close to that, since they're
Yeah.
they're already tipping, right? And once that happened, I thought I was gonna lose a lot of them again, and nah, bro, I ended up getting more busy. So I raised it up just a little bit more, and then
Yeah.
and that's where I'm at right now. Like I'm not too high, not too low. I'm a little bit above medium, just right there, right where it needs to be for right now, until I learn more techniques, until I level up. Then it'll be different, because that's
Yeah.
how that's how I view it. Right when I started doing free haircuts, is because my level was down here, less than down here, you know. And then when I started charging $5, I started buying better clippers. I started learning new techniques, learning how to actually fade. That's my biggest thing, just learning how to erase that little line with the
Line.
shaver, yeah, and the trimmer.
Mhm.
Once I start teaching myself how to cut better, and then I was like, all right, then everything went up. Everything went right where like I felt like it was fair, you know, with the prices, the haircut, vice versa. So, um, but yeah, man, I mean that's where I'm at right now with that.
Yeah, I pay attention to single mothers. I pay
Mm,
attention, like, I read the room what walks in there. I can
mhm,
I can feel when a mom's working on her own, when they have a family or whatever, you know what I mean? And I've seen some barbers try to price out a single mom, and it's like, "Bro, do you want this woman for one time, or do you want
mm,
her consistently?" You know what I
mm,
mean? Like, if it's a 4-year-old or a 5 or 6-year-old or a 9-year-old kid, you can't be hitting her $60 for
mm,
a kid, because as a single mom, she probably can't make it. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So I had to educate some barbers on, like, adjusting
Yeah.
location, environment, and all that stuff like that. Like, I even have it to where it was, if you have 2 kids or twins, you get money off 5 off the next cut or something like that. Like, but it has to be something, that's you got to kind of like read the room. So when I first
Yeah.
came into barbering, man, Jay, shout out to Jay again, his uncle, while we was in school, was like, "Hey, you have to be able to encounter anything that walks through that door." And
Mhm.
he sent and we was like, "All right, cool." So he sent us to a special needs adult center. to cut adults that had different variations of different things going on. But he said we don't want you to be shocked when someone walks in the door. So that was
Mhm.
another part of the game I had to incorporate. And a lot of people don't really understand how hard it is for a mom to like walk into a place and they're dealing with their child every day,
Yeah,
and to think on how somebody, first of all, like the environment, the shop environment was a little too much for them. It stimulated them too much, the different noises and stuff like that, the way people are looking. So this VIP suite has made it a lot easier for those type of clients to come in and feel
yeah.
more comfortable. And I'm on a one-on-one basis with them. You know what I mean? Because
And
I have
they'll pay that fee if it's what's
peaceful,
that, peaceful. Yeah.
convenient, convenient.
If it's
Yeah.
convenient, is the convenience fee, right? Like you don't got a lot of commotion going on. You got certain barbers talking a certain way. That's another thing, right? Like I work in environments where it's like
Yeah.
you're like, come on, bro. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We dudes and all that, but man, we got families out here. They're trying to spend their money, bro, with us, but we keep pushing them away. You want to
Yeah.
bring in other clients that they don't even pay. I'm pretty sure some of these barbers they got homies that they never pay for a haircut, but they're just real cool. And I'm
Just
like,
cool
so
with
you money because you want to be cool with your boy? Like, come on, man, make it
nah.
make sense, homie. Like, but yeah,
Support me.
I've been into
Support.
environments like that, and I've been into shops like that, and you'll be like, dang, you were one of them. I was like, maybe I was, but I caught myself. I caught myself where I was like, oh, damn, I'm messing up.
It
I should watch
affect
my
everybody
tone.
around you.
I watch my tone. I watch uh the movies or music that I'm playing. So and I read the room in here in my studio too. Like sometimes I switch it up a little bit, and they're like, "Dang, you like country?" I was like, "Yeah, bro. I listen to all kinds of
I
music."
if I say, I'm a DJ too, bro. I ain't gonna lie to I'm a DJ,
I'm
fam.
a
I be sitting
DJ.
there. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
look at my schedule and be like, okay, nah, kid, he a YN, so he don't care. I gotta have everything set up. You right, homie. Look, we
Yeah.
therapists, we're DJs, we're barbers, we're friends. It's a lot that comes with being a barber. So if you're out there and you're wondering why the prices are where they are, like Turo said, man, do your research and get you a good barber. You won't mind being comfortable and leaving like
Mm.
consistently straight every time.
Yeah. And then
Guaranteed.
once in a while, man, you throw in a few jokes in there, like, and
Oh yeah.
that's what seals the deal. Is just like the good camaraderie and the good bonding with the client and barber. It's
Mhm.
just, man, it's beautiful, bro. Because like I got clients that I don't even say they're clients. They're like family now. I've been to
Yes.
one of them recently. I just went to a wedding and he invited me. And I was like, what? I go,
For real?
not even family. He's like, bro, you've been coming to me for a while, man. You family, bro. I'm like, all right.
Man, I'd have been to graduations, homie,
Mhm. And I
fight
and I get it
parties.
because it's like you give him this haircut, and let's say he wanted to talk to her, but he don't feel good, so we give him confidence, and he want to go talk to her. Now they ain't get engaged. Now they getting married. Now they starting a family, and all because of one haircut, bro.
That's crazy.
And the
That's
conversation.
beautiful. That's the beautiful thing about being what
All
we
right.
doing, man.
And I got client. I got great. I have gotten great clients in my chair that they get promotions, and they're like, "Damn, Turo, it's a bittersweet. I'm leaving, but thank you, bro. I got that promotion." I'm like, man, I'm glad for you, bro. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. It's my job to keep this chair full. And just with the same attitude that I got, I know I can get somebody else, you know. But they always have a house. They always have a home here. When they
Yeah.
come back, they're like, yo, Turo, what's up? Like, man, you ain't even got to get on the list, bro. Hit me up. I got you. I'm saying, I got that power to move mountains, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
You
you
can get
build it.
somebody else
It's
in.
builder.
Yeah, you can get somebody here early or somebody late. You go out of your way to take care of that client because they're taking care of you. They're helping you pay your bills too. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
You gotta
Yes,
understand that
sir.
as a barber, man. Like these clients are helping you to pay your bills so you can live that lifestyle you want. So you can take that trip, you know?
Hey, my uncle was working in one shop and there was another barber in there. And the other barber would always try to mess with the chicks that was in my uncle's chairs. And he would always say, "Hey man, stop messing up my phone bill or stop
Yeah.
messing up my light bill."
For real.
Shout out to all the homies over there at all cuts.
Nah, yeah, I remember I worked at a shop like that too. I had to get into a little youngster. It was cool, man, but that's the thing. I learned how to talk to him. I was like, "Yo, bro, you messing with my money now," and I'm not the busiest barber in here, so chill out with the music,
Chill
homie.
out.
Uh, and chill out with the conversation she got, man. Like you can do all that, man. Who you trying to be, man? You just a barber, bro. Like you said, like if you want to be a drug dealer, then go do that, man. If you want to be a rapper, go do that, then
Go to
But
studio
don't mess
then.
it up. Don't mess it up. Forget the shop for us. He's like,
Yeah,
man,
man.
whatever.
Because it's been days. It's like I'm there for my clients, but it's many mornings that I'm just like don't feel like talking. Don't do. I'm not in the best mood. A lot of just thoughts in your mind,
It gets to you.
and I walk in that building, and it's like stepping on stage, bro. It
Mm,
all goes away. You know what I mean? That first person conversation takes your mind back to I know so much about them, and
mm,
like you hear so many different things. It's like I ain't doing so bad.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel you there, man. Like I feel that because I felt that a lot too. You're not in that space, but then once you start cutting or you see somebody like it changes, but you got to remind yourself and lock in, be like, hey, you chose this, bro. You chose to be here. You're the one. You
Hmm.
remember when you didn't weren't like nobody was sitting in your chair. Now you do. Come on, dog.
Yes, sir.
So you get a little gratitude and you're like, all right, the mood changes.
Hmm.
And then sometimes you get back to back cancellations in the morning, and those hurt because you're like you woke up in a good mood, and then you get three cancellations back to back, and you're like, bro, it's gonna throw off my day. But
Yeah.
you stay grounded, bro, and you finish off strong. You know, like for
Like
me, what I do when that happens, I go outside, walk, work on my content. I keep myself busy, bro, because
doing
that's
something else.
yeah.
Yeah.
I could sit here on my phone and be mad or leave and cancel everybody else, but nah, bro. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
supplement the time with other stuff. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that I'm like I told a homie, I said, man, you working. Man, it's crazy. Speaking of the devil, I was like, you you go to work and you guaranteed your 8 to 10 every day. I
mm-hmm.
said, I'm guaranteed though that time, but not guaranteed people are in them slots.
Yeah,
So I got to substitute for different things at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And make sure that it all counts at the end of the day. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying? But I love the game. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I've been in a lot of other things, but you know what I'm saying? Like the moments you get tired, the moments you like, this is too. You like, hey, I'm doing this for self. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for my
mm-hmm.
daughters, my kids, and you like that drive, the extra motor kicks
Yeah,
in. You know what I'm saying? Like you said,
100%.
you
Yeah,
building a
yeah,
brand,
yeah. I
put a
like to
lot
see.
into it.
I like to see the reaction of my family's faces when I'm able to, show them the good side of what the hard work that I put in.
Hmm.
I feel like by doing this, I travel a little bit more. Not as I want to, but I have traveled a little bit more outside of Dallas and Texas because I never did that.
Yeah,
And I'm taking my kids out, and they're like, "Dang, this!" I'm like, all because of a pair of clippers, bro.
yeah,
Like, a pair of clippers and just the right attitude, bro. That the right attitude got me here, and it makes it all worth it. You're like, man, you know what? I'll stand another 15 hours all day.
yeah. I'm going. That's why you see me there so early on certain. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
bro. Hey, respect to you for that because like I worked in other barbershops and other places, and I was the only one that was coming in early, and then it kind of caught on, boom, boom, boom. But
yeah,
since I've been here, Pete and Monique, you and Monique are the only ones that beating me to the punch, bro. I'm always like, dang, how y'all beat me to the punch already? But that's like I
yeah,
respect
man.
that. That keeps me
Appreciate it.
going, man. It keeps me on my toes, It keeps me on my toes for real, man. So I respect that. I enjoy
Appreciate it.
seeing you or like watching y'all already working because that tells me it's gonna be a good day.
And Monique was she was hesitant on coming in early. She didn't want
Yeah.
to be the only female in there. She said I prefer to come in early, even though her husband brings her in there. But I was like, man, don't worry about it. I'll secure the building in the morning, so she ain't got nothing to
Yeah.
worry about. So yeah, we
Oh
we
yeah.
fully secured on that back row back
Oh
over
yeah.
there. So you know what I'm saying?
Same
Like
over here on the south side. Everybody like when they see me, they say hi to me, and that's why I'm like now I get why they're nice to me because like, they know like
we there's only what 3 of us in the building?
yeah,
Yeah. We
Chris,
just
you, me.
yeah, it's the 32, 31 women left in the building. That's why I'm like, yeah, man, it's good though. I can't
We
even
like
complain, bro.
them we like them roosters, bro. Just watching the hens, you know.
That's a good way of putting it.
In a good way. I don't mean it in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man, so this is something I'm seeing too. So I don't know. I know these probably AI videos. Do you think, and this is so the people will know, will robots be able to cut humans and replace barbers? Is it possible? Let's think about it.
I mean, it could happen, but it might not be in our lifetime, bro.
You really think like, it takes us so long to hone in that skill from people doing this slumped over that they're gonna be sitting able there to sit there and somebody just and like the Tesla
Somebody's
robot?
gonna invent that. Is it gonna be worth it? Hell no.
Nah,
Ain't nothing like just sitting down in the chair with your boy chopping it up. Is the
can't
robot
replace
gonna
it.
tell you? Is the robot gonna tell you, damn man, is this gonna be your year again? Is this how gonna be our year again? Are y'all in? Is the robot gonna tell you that?
My favorite thing is, hey man, I give you good. I fixed your haircut, but your face is still ugly, so I can't
Yeah,
do nothing with that.
yeah. For real.
I be
We cut
killing
hair,
people
we
with
don't
that.
make miracles here, you
Yeah, we don't do miracles. So. Hey man, so hey, we come up on the hour, bro. The show is normally hour. I appreciate you being on. Like, this is the point where I was like, if you can give any word of encouragement, homie, or to somebody that's coming up, or somebody that's probably having questions, even just going to barber school, what would you tell them? And then any social media stuff that they can meet you on, if it's possible.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. It's like I'm gonna tell you, have faith, believe in yourself. If you believe that you can actually get it done, you can because it's already written. You know, so go for it. Don't be scared. Enjoy the process, the journey. It's beautiful, man. Because the results, man. I still can't believe it every time I come in here in my studio and I'm like, man, this is me. You know, so
Yeah.
have faith, believe in yourself, just keep showing up, baby. And my social media, like I said, is at the number 2 ROW_THA Barber. You can find me there. I got a little YouTube channel that I'm working on. I'm also
Yeah, what is
working on.
that?
It's Tour of the Barber, the same. You know, Tour of
Okay.
the Barber. Yeah, it's a small little YouTube channel. I'm learning how to like get familiar more with the editing, conversations. So I'm pushing myself all the time. Not just with haircuts now. Now it's more, you know, um, content driven. So I'm doing
Okay.
that, and I appreciate you, P, for doing this, man. Like I just got some energy from this, man. Just like now I gotta go out there and do something similar, you know.
Okay.
I do have that in my back in my mind. Like I want to do something like what you're doing, Pete. You know, just having a conversation with a fellow barber, but not only that, but a fellow business owner. You know, because we're both similar in a lot of ways, right? Like we come from different neighborhoods, but similar aspects, right? Like
Yes, sir.
we come from like self-driven sometimes and like struggles that got us to where we at right now. And some of the things didn't bring us down, bro. They didn't keep us there. We continue to keep pushing. That's what I'm saying. Just show up, man. Believe in yourself. If you feel like it's in your mind and your gut, it's because it's already written. So y'all
Yeah.
go out there and take care of business, man.
Yeah, if it's like you said, it's already written, man. If it's for you, it's for you. Just got to keep your faith in God, man, and keep on pushing. Don't give up, man.
100%.
Guarantee. Well, man, I definitely want to thank you, homie. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor to have you on the show, man. And you know, big ups to any adventures or any endeavors you have in your future, man. You know, I wish you much success because I already know you're driven. So,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you to tell me what the next big thing is. Whatever it is, I'll support you, man. But I
And we're gonna
appreciate
be
you for
locked
coming
in,
on
baby.
here,
We
bro.
locked in, baby. We
That
locked
part.
in. Let's
You know
go,
what I'm saying?
2026. Let's get it, man.
Let's get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You already know it's about that time, man. New Year's is approaching, Christmas and all that stuff. So yeah, salute. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for coming on, bro. You stay blessed, stay prayed up. Definitely
Likewise.
I'm gonna be seeing you soon anyway. It's not like
Yeah,
we
I
ain't
think
in the
about
same
the call. Yeah,
block.
yeah. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Thanks again, man. Hey, have a cool rest of the day, man. Be safe, bro.
You too, man. Peace.
So there you have it, man. You know what I'm saying? We have good guys in the building, man. You already know. Like, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, man, you can achieve it. You can see me and him had the same dreams, just in two different areas. And we ended up by the grace of God being in the same place and meeting awesome guy, you know what I'm saying? A family man, things like that, awesome barber and stuff like that. So stay connected, man. Like you said, if you in for your dreams, you want to go for it, man, shoot for it. Don't give up. Whatever's for you is for you, man. Don't even worry about it. But you have to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, peace.